This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we have coverage of 2 special events in our area for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Hello everyone, and thanks a lot for spending some of your time with us here at SSPTV. I'm Ken Karen. Let's jump right into our headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Police converged on an area in Lansford this morning, and after several hours, the situation was resolved without incident. This is video courtesy of TamaquaArea.com of the heavy police presence along East Birch Street in Lansford, just outside Tamaqua in Carbon County earlier today. Lansford police posted on their Facebook page that they assisted an emotionally disturbed person. Police say the safety of officers, the involved subject or subjects, and the general public were paramount in the operation. Officers exercised caution as the subject was armed with a firearm. Police contained the scene and the situation was resolved without incident. Police commended the officers who handled the situation and also thanked the public for remaining clear of the scene. There were also temporary traffic and bus stop restrictions that were implemented as a result of this morning's incident. Again, the situation was resolved without incident. 8 men from Shenandoah have been indicted and arrested in connection with an alleged interstate trafficking conspiracy. U.S. Attorney Peter Smith says the indictment was made by a federal grand jury in Scranton last month and was announced today after all the defendants were taken into custody. The indictment alleges that the defendants and/or their co-conspirators obtained heroin from suppliers in Hazleton, New Jersey, and New York. You can read the entire story at standardspeaker.com. Police have not yet released the name of a 79-year-old woman who was struck and killed Monday morning in Hazleton. It happened around 9 a.m. yesterday at the intersection of Walnut Street and Fulton Court. Hazleton police responded to a report of a vehicle versus a pedestrian. The woman was struck by a vehicle operated by a 23-year-old male. Police have not yet released the name of the driver. The area where it happened was roped off with yellow tape to allow police to investigate. Police are asking anyone who may have witnessed the accident to contact them at 570-459-4940. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and for more than 2 decades, a special event in our area has been taking place to help raise money and awareness. Lisa Sugar had the chance to sit down with the woman behind this special event known as Food for the Fight and the reason why it's so important to her.
This will be the 24th year for a wonderful event that takes place in our area. It's called Food for the Fight. It's held at the Lehigh Valley Hospital in Hazleton in the Hilltop Cafe. Here to tell us all about it is Carmine Swerbel. She is the cook for 33 years at the hospital, a wonderful lady who's providing great food there. She is also a cancer survivor. So this is very, very important to you, Carmine. Thank you so much for being here. Tell us, first of all, how many years cancer-free?
25.
Wow. 25 years cancer-free. I know we've interviewed you over the years, and you were also on the Gallery of Hope as well.
Yes, that was a great honor and a surprise. Very surprised.
So now you are a cancer survivor for 25 years, and you told me a year after you were diagnosed, this event started. So tell us about the Food for the Fight and why you got involved.
Well, they wanted someone that went through it and wasn't a good eater, and believe me, I was not a good eater. And I thought, well, let's give it a try. We only had 7 people. Then all of a sudden, we're up to like 80, 90 people. And it's a night that breast cancer survivors, people that are going through it, we share our stories. But the one thing we have in common is that we don't give up and we keep fighting. And to taste my food and to hear my co-workers, Colette and Mary Ann, to teach them about the nutrition part. And that's why I do it. And you know that song, Roar? Well, that's what we're going to do this year. We're going to roar, and they're going to hear us.
Wow. This is a little lady, but she's got a big mission that's going on. Now, this Food for the Fight, you told me there are great tricky trays and a dinner. So you could start coming and getting your chances on the tricky trays on October 21st from 9 to 4, right?
Yes, and I have to thank all the businesses in the area. They've been with me, like Ross's is Giant. They donate the cake. They don't only donate, they come and cut it. The student nurses, the people up the hospital, every department that come down, and my family and friends, and my sister, Mrs. Ratchko, who always does the centerpieces and favors.
Well, this is such a great event. As you can tell, she's very passionate about it. It's very close to her heart. So now the guest speaker for the dinner, the event, you can start getting your Tricky Tray tickets on August 21st from 9 to 4, and then October 22nd is the dinner, and you can get the Tricky Trays ahead of that as well. And the guest speaker for the dinner, Dr. Michael Evans, who is with the hospital in hematology and oncology. Yes. So this is a wonderful event.
Yes, and like I said, that night we have door prizes and a lot of little surprises. I don't want to give it away, but it must be a success because they keep coming back, and I want to thank them.
Well, if you can't go to the dinner, which we hope you'll call about that, come out and take chances on these great Tricky Trays. And the number to call if you are interested in the dinner is 570-501-6204. And you have donated how much last year because of this?
$3,500.
And to whom?
The American Cancer Society of Hazleton and Camp Braveheart. And like I said, at the end, I do ask for a donation. And everything else is free. So come out and join us, and I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time. And get your mammograms.
There you go. Wonderful lady who does great for the hospital, cooks up good food, but now she's also trying to cook up a cure for cancer. She is doing the Food for the Fight for the 24th year. Please come out and support her and her wonderful cause.
It's amazing how much cancer survivors give back. Thank you, Lisa, for that interview. Let's keep talking about food. Why not? If you love to cook or eat, then this next story is for you, just like that first one. Tickets are now available for the Standard Speakers Taste of Home Cooking School. The event will take place on November 7th at 3 p.m. at the Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton. Tickets are $15, $20 if purchased after October 26th. For more information, check out the ad in today's Standard Speaker. Well, that second Breast Cancer Awareness Month story is coming up in sports as we check out Marion Catholic's Dig Pink event, plus see how the Phillies beat rival Nativity in girls volleyball. And after this break, be afraid, be very afraid will mentally prepare you for the annual Partysville Haunted Trail.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Each week at this time, we bring you the latest news on Brandon's Forever Home in Hazleton, an organization dedicated to helping every child find their forever home. This week, we have details on a special fundraising event underway to benefit Brandon's Forever Home. Brandon's Forever Home, your purchase of unique beauty products can help fill the teen girl room at Brandon's Forever Home with beauty products. Whether it's for yourself, a gift, or a purchase donated directly to Brandon's Forever Home, help bring a smile to the faces of these beautiful girls. There's nothing more rewarding than seeing a smile on a child's face who is forever grateful. If you would like more information on unique beauty products and how you can help Brandon's Forever Home, visit brandonsforeverhome.com or you can call 570-926-5117.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It was a rainy start to our day, but that eventually cleared up and we enjoyed another nice day. We're getting very spoiled. I half expect 7 inches of snow in our forecast from the National Weather Service. Don't worry, it's not in there. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 46 degrees west wind from 8 to 10 miles per hour. Let's check out the extended forecast on Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a high of 56 degrees, wind up to 14 miles per hour. Wednesday night will be partly cloudy, low of 39, wind from 6 to 9 miles per hour. And then on Thursday, mostly sunny with a high of 57, and we'll have wind up to 11 miles per hour. On Thursday night, there's a 30% chance of showers. Our low will be 42 degrees. And then on Friday, 40% chance of showers, but a partly sunny day with a high near 53 degrees. And then Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 35 degrees for football in the area. Saturday will be mostly sunny, but we're only getting up to 46 degrees. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low of 28 degrees. And I remember going to the Partysville Haunted Trail in grade school and pretending I wasn't scared in front of my friends. 22 years later, I can admit I was terrified. I'll put on a brave face for this interview about this year's event.
It is one of the most popular events for the Halloween season, the annual Partysville Recreation Association's Haunted Trail. And it takes place starting this Thursday evening. And here to tell us all about the fun is Ann Servasio. She is a member of the Partysville Rec Association, as is Scott Grusetsky, and who is also a tour guide. Ann, I'm going to start with you. 19 years this is going on. This has really been a successful event. How did it start, and what does it do for Partysville?
Well, it does benefit the Recreation Association. When we started, there were some old swings on the playground and some other old equipment. With the money we've made from the trail and our other things, we have all new equipment. We have a basketball court, we have a ball field, and plus new swings and all the other things. And everything from that we make on the trail goes towards maintaining the playground and also for new equipment. And this year we just put up a little free library for anybody that wants to come borrow books. We have some of the same participants for years and years. They come back, they start out as young kids and come back as young adults and are still helping with the haunted trail. It's a lot of fun. There's also a lot of good food. We have lots of soups, hot dogs, barbecue, and the women of Partysville are excellent cooks. If you don't want to get scared, come on out and eat anyway.
Oh, that's a great idea, because just enjoy the wonderful fall atmosphere and the great food. There's tricky trays, there's games, there's all kinds of fun stuff. And Scott, you're involved in this. You're taking people on the haunted tour. So what's that like?
That's what they do is they would be in a controlled area. What I would do is I would come up to them and I would take them down to the trail. I also have a little speech I would say to kind of get them a little scared before they enter the trail.
Okay, that sounds like a lot of fun. And like, people of all ages love this. This has really become a tradition in our area.
Yes, all ages come. I've had people that come back 3 or 4 years all the time. They keep coming back and they keep scaring them.
And you have some new ways to scare people this year as well. So tell us about the 2 new additions to it.
Well, this year we have a guillotine and an electric chair, which you can take selfies in this year. It's a new thing we have.
Our Addie Kistler would love that one. She's the selfie queen here, so she'll probably be there. So now you're giving the tours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, starting at 7 p.m. And then on Sunday, there's something a little different going on. So what happens Sunday?
On Sunday, we have a scary story night where it's a free event that you can come and we tell ghost stories.
All right. Well, that sounds great. So the tours are happening starting at 7 o'clock this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then we have Scary Story Night, which is free at 7 o'clock. The tours are just $4. And you said you want to keep it family friendly so that everybody can afford to come out and have a good time.
Yes, we want to keep it to where a family of 4 with $20 can come out, go through the trail, play some games, have a good time. And we want families to come. We want to, our children are important, and we want all the families together for this. Besides, it's scary. They need mom and dad there.
So true. So true.
Daughter, mom and dad need the kids.
That might be even more true. All right. The annual Partysville Haunted Trail starting this Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, and then Friday, Saturday, Scary Stories on Sunday. If you don't want to be scared, come out for the great food, the tricky trays, and the fun. It's all happening for a great cause, so come on out and support it.
Crazy thing is, Lisa had the same cape on before the interview and then had to change. They get really into it there in Partysville. It's always a good time. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 209, pick 3 817, pick 4 0962, and pick 5 10059. Your lottery numbers here on FYI, brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency, with 2 locations to serve you. One is on Sugarloaf Avenue in Cunningham. The other one is on Broad Street in Nescopeck. Call Boyer Insurance in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescopeck at 570-752-7683. When we come back, we're talking Marion Volleyball, but right now, it's Law Talk.
Viewer question: how do you challenge someone's claim to the decedent's property?
Well, that doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. And to the family of the decedent, it's a very important issue. I could just relate to you one particular incident that we had where the decedent had a rather large IRA account with a brokerage firm. And when we contacted that brokerage firm, they said, oh no, we're paying this to this other person who was not even a family member. And we said, wait a minute, now, get us some proof on that the decedent named them the beneficiary on that account. What they provided to us we didn't think was particularly sustainable. So what we did is we had to file, and in the same situation you would have to file a petition in the Orphans Court Division. This particular case was here in Luzerne County. We got our witnesses together, including an expert in account management, and we went to a trial. And we had a trial before the Orphans Court judge, who decided that, in fact, we were right, the brokerage house was wrong, and ordered the brokerage house to pay the account to our client, who was the decedent's son. As I said, it doesn't happen too often, but certainly it's an important issue. And if it does happen, you can't just rely on what you are told, particularly if it's something that's odd or different or something you don't agree with. And if you don't agree with, you must ask for documented proof that it was the intent of the decedent to have that account go by beneficiary designation to someone outside the family.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
I had trouble focusing all day today. It took me 45 minutes to write this intro for our Marion volleyball story. See what I'm talking about? The Marion girls volleyball team, they have no problem with focus. The Phillies' gaze is set on a league, district, and state championship, and nothing will distract them. Last night, they beat Schuylkill League rival Nativity 3-0. It was also the Phillies' annual Dig Pink game for breast cancer awareness. In 24 hours, Maureen Klopp will be honored before her final regular season home game at Marion Catholic High School. But right now, the attention is on her grandmother, Rose, who's a breast cancer survivor.
It was just great to have her here, especially because of the big night and Dig Pink and everything. It was just great to have her and have her honored.
Was it kind of hard before the match? Was that maybe emotional, and then you have to go and get ready for a volleyball game?
It was a little emotional, but we know we're used to the Dig Pink, and it's a great event that we have here.
Every year, the Marion girls volleyball team raises money for the Sight Out Foundation that helps fund breast cancer research.
There was a lot of emotion, so much emotion. Like, we have alumni here that have parents and siblings that have breast cancer in their families and stuff. So we played for them tonight too.
Along with the breast cancer survivor, senior Abigail Stankiewicz had someone else special to play for, her older sister Rachel. How often does your sister get to see you play?
Well, because she goes to college in Tennessee, not that much, and she just drove up all the way from Tennessee, and I was crying before the game, but it means so much to me.
With their emotions in check, Marion won the first two sets 25-17 and 25-21 behind some great serving and killer kills. Nativity pushed Marion the whole way in the third set, which was tied at 22 before the Phillies scored 3 straight points to win the match.
The third game or set, we kind of focused on ourselves, but then at the end we kind of had a huddle, and one of our coaches kind of was just like, this is a team, we bet the first the first two sets as a team, why not finish it as a team? And then we did, and Courtney let us know because of our sets.
Stankiewicz was talking about fellow senior Courtney McCall. McCall had 23 assists in the match and a bunch of service points, including 6 of Marion's 18 aces. Overall, Marion head coach Dr. John Falabelle was very pleased with his team serving and the fact that Maureen Klopp stepped up for the Phillies.
Came up big time in a big game. I like that, okay, because that's what Mo does, okay, and that's why from now on out, Mo should be carrying a lot of the load, okay. She has been, but she's been pretty inconsistent, and tonight was a real breakthrough night in a big game. So.
Klopp and sophomore Jasmine Mooney both had 9 kills in this win. Klopp has over 500 kills in her career, and Mooney, only a sophomore, already has over 200. Add those to the 700 plus that Stankiewicz has, and that's a lot of kills for a team with a killer instinct. But they're in no way cold-blooded. As soon as Stankiewicz was done with her post-game interview, she ran over to be with her sister at about the same pace she was using during the match. Now Hazleton area, their Spirit Club and the Cougar Crazies, they're asking all fans to wear pink to this Friday's home game against Tunkhannock. The pink out is also to raise awareness for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So put on your pink as Hazleton area hosts Tunkhannock on Friday. I could sure go for some deep dish pizza. Another Cubs win in the FYI standard speaker scoreboard. Right now I'll settle for one of the three. The Cubs smacked 6 homers on Monday night to beat St. Louis and take a 2-1 series lead. The two teams play again on Tuesday at Wrigley, and if the Cubs win, it's off to the National League Championship Series. The Mets can also punch their ticket to the NLCS on Tuesday. In girls soccer locally, Tamaqua, they won in extra time, and North Schuylkill, they lost to Lehighton. At the Penn State University Athletic Conference Golf Championship, Penn State Hazleton is in 5th place after the first day of competition. They are 9 strokes back of 2nd place Penn State Wilkes-Barre. Garrett Madison had the best day for Hazleton and the best day of his season, shooting an 81. Sports is now over. That stinks, but FYI, we'll be back. Yay. Happy Wing Night. It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news first. Tonight, happy birthday to Ted Chirac. Love from your family and friends. Tonight's Talk of the Town report, Christ Lutheran Church, located on Main Street in Cunningham, will be holding an Apple Festival Saturday, October 17th from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. They're having a trash to treasure sale, flea market with antiques, crafts, tricky trays, and of course apple pies, dumplings, cakes, and more. For info, call 570-788-4219. Our next announcement, the Butler Township Community Center will be holding a holiday craft fair November 14th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They are now accepting and looking for crafters to participate. For more information, just email butlertownship11@yahoo.com. And finally, Christ Church United Church of Christ, 460 Main Street in Cunningham, will be holding their annual Pumpkin Fest Saturday, October 24th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Having tricky trays, homemade food, bake sale, crafters, flea market, and much more. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Marion L. Gentle of Hazleton. Funeral is Thursday at 10:30 a.m. from the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. Mark T. Mondell, formerly of Freeland. Memorial Mass will be announced at a later date. The Joseph J. Pula Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Daniel E. Bittor, formerly of Hazleton. Funeral services are incomplete and will be announced by the Rosenstock Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is William O'Donnell of Lost Creek. William, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Thank you again for watching FYI this evening. If you missed anything, go to SSPTV.com and check it out there. And remember, for breaking news, go to Facebook.com/FYI News 13 and StandardSpeaker.com. We'll see you on Wednesday. Take it easy, everyone.